Hey guys, it's Val back for another video. We are back with Genshin, of course. We'll claim... What the hell? Some researchers stationed in Aru village visiting the house of Dana a few days ago mentioned a familiar name. Apparently Isak is now quite proficient in both reading and writing of DeviantART script, and the academia has even sent him some primers. I'm sure Paimon's no less capable than Isak, right? Advanced reading materials are attached to this letter. What the fuck is this about? Hold on. I need to find out. One Google search later. Okay, I figured it out. It's it's Alhatham's birthday! Happy birthday, Alhatham! You silly baby. Some important mail, such as birthday wishes, will be automatically transferred into the gift mailbox after you've collected the rewards. Mail within this box will not be quick deleted and will not expire over time. So, yeah. Just to remind you of stuff. That was adorable. Alhatham is my favorite character as well. Anyway, so last time we did all the questy do's for the Lantern Rite. So for starters, let's go into get there. Talk to Shenhe.
I don't get it.
Is something wrong, Shenhe? Tell me. Perhaps I can help.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily, so I thought this outfit would be acceptable to wear to work. But Xiangling told me it was inappropriate.
Shenhe, you're adorable. It's hot, but yeah, no, it's not typically work appropriate.
But inappropriate? How?
She probably just meant the outfit isn't suitable for that particular environment and occasion. But for a festival gathering with friends, a nighttime stroll, or an important banquet, your outfit is more than appropriate, Shenhe.
So you're saying it's only something I should wear in front of important people?
I suppose that's another way to think of it.
Shenhe missing the point. I've already seen that dialogue, while trying to do a couple random stuff, off screen, but I figured I'd play it again because it was just funny. Oh! Xianyun and, Kaching are over here, so let's talk to them.
One may have won the kite-flying competition, Yuheng, but this prize should truly be reserved for another.
You need not be so humble, honored Adeptus. Among all the kites, yours was quite literally a cut above the rest. Please accept this prize. You deserve it. Besides, I'm quite certain we owe a fair share of the success of this year's Lantern Rite to you.
If you insist, then one can hardly continue to refuse. However, there is another matter with which one would ask your assistance.
Of course.
One would be much obliged if you could distribute this case of Sunglow tea among the Millilith on duty. The security of the festivities rests entirely on their shoulders, after all. One presumes they could always benefit from something to invigorate their spirits.
Cloud Retainer is so thoughtful and attentive to others' needs. I would expect nothing less of an esteemed Adeptus such as herself.
I mean, that's true, but in this case, she just has so fucking much of that tea because she got swindled into buying 10 boxes.
Understood. I'll get on that right away.
A fortuitous result indeed. One's tea surplus has hitherto resolved itself.
Alright, so yeah, that's enough of me fucking about. So what we're going to do now is we're going to handle this. Vibrant Harriers are left in Spring Breeze. So basically all the little fun activities that are part of the Lantern Rite. And I can collect my fates. How many do I have now? Total? I have 12. Holy shit. Okay, I guess I'm wishing first. Where do I go? Because I don't want to go back to the Mondstadt statue, because that seems like it's a curse. We'll do it on top of that dude. Actually, have to be careful because, look at my map. These 3 yellow bits are for, the main, Archon quest that I don't want to start quite yet. I mean, I suppose I could. And I activated the first one for the Lantern Rite related stuff. It'll be him. We'll deal with him later. Let's see. Well, I mean, I guess we'll have to actually see if I can climb this thing. I don't think I can. I don't think the game's gonna let me. Aw. Damn it. It would have been perfect. Okay, well, I guess standing in front of it will be fine. We'll go right here. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know, there's no real science to this. Alright. Oh, am I gonna get this time? That is a 4-star. Ugh. This game hates me. There's not even a point now. The game hates me. I don't even use her. Okay, you know what? Just for the sake of... Just for the sake of showing what I mean, I'm just gonna... We'll activate. We'll use some artifacts. We'll do a fast equip. Good enough. I don't really care. Her weapon, she'll need something that's not as crap, I guess. Do I want to give this to you? I kind of don't, but... I can always switch out of it, I suppose. Enhance. I'm genuinely not happy that I have her. Can I even level you? I mean, I can bring you to level 17, whatever. 18, I guess, actually. This is fucking miserable.
Been a while since I've limbered up.
I don't like you, Farizan. Why must the game give me her? In battle. Apparently, it was important to do that. Okay, these I'll do later. It's not a big deal. I guess if I wanted to show off why I don't like her, I guess I'll have to get into a random battle. What are you? Guess we'll go over here. So, as should be evident, she is an Animo user, so, you know, targeted attack, she does that. I'm not fond of her personality, I'm not fond of her gameplay. She's kind of annoying. So, yeah, I mean, if I had to choose between, like, having her around and having Paimon around, I suppose, I mean, I'd choose her, but... Where the fuck are the enemies? Do I have to go to a boss instead? Do I want to try fighting a boss? I feel like that would be ill-advised. What are you? Okay, this should do. Daily commission. Guaranteed enemies. Okay. Get off there.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, she's basically like any other bow user that I'm not fond of.
Too late for regret.
No, that's going too slow.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Jamming, save everybody! Please! Alright. The fuck do you mean? Oh shit! No! You're not hurting my baby boy.
I'll protect us. La, 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 la. Too late for regrets.
I don't even know what her Q does. Nah! She doesn't even stun any of the enemies! The fuck? No! No! I don't like her! Okay, what does your Q do?
Truth repeats its course.
What the fuck did you even do? Did you do anything?
Wretched
Ow!
bastard.
Wait, did she just call him a bastard? That was hilarious. You don't need that. Yeah, no. Nope. Nope. Save me, Aether.
The world is full of
Yeah, no, I don't like her. I can't. I don't think I can be reasonably convinced that she could be useful. Because from my perspective, she is absolutely not. Now, I said I was going to do the Lantern Rite related shit. So let us first, actually, I'm going to go to the Statue of the Seven. I'm going to do something that, I mean, people who have already played the game already know of, but nobody else would know. So, we're at the statue here. Since we're in the land of Geo, the traveler can now resonate with Geo. Now he gets, you know, yellow details, and he can use the Geo element. Shabam! And this will actually be a useful thing to gather some of the Geoculi, or just certain oculi in general. So, yeah. Okay, now, seriously, this time, for sure, back to the Lantern Rite shit. Alright, let's talk to Xiaoqing. Yo, happy Lantern Rite, my dude and dudette. I forgot this guy talks like an idiot. So you two wouldn't happen to be the big shots who came looking for Jiaming, would you? We saw you before. You were hanging out with Jiaming, right? He just... whatever. Totally. Hot diggity, you remember me. My luck's on fire. Hot diggity. I heard you two are the best of the best, and there ain't nothing you can't do. I pop on over to Chihu Rock to buy groceries every day, and even though it's so close by, I still always hear people singing about your praises along the way. I mean, technically not yet. If we were on my main file, absolutely. That's right, we're the cream of the crop. Hey, Paimon's good at stuff besides eating, too. Wait, let Paimon think for a moment. What else is she good at? Being useless. I've got it. Can ordinary people float? You're so white and light and fluffy, like a pigeon adeptus. Flying alone is amazing. I mean, it should be super easy to carry stuff and make work a cinch. You should help your friend more. Please. Here comes another strange nickname for Paimon. Let's just ignore whether this is even possible for a pigeon to turn into an adeptus for now. Paimon just wants to point out that she's always been helping Aether. No, you haven't. For example, if Aether falls from a really high place, Paimon will grab onto him and make sure the fall isn't too painful. But I'll still fall. And also that's proven wrong because I've fallen to my death many times already. And you did nothing. Even though Paimon's not strong enough to actually do much lifting, if Paimon really was a pigeon adeptus, she'd give Aether a boost while she's using the wind glider to help... While he's using the wind glider to help him fly higher and farther. You two gotta practice more, just like when I practiced Wushu with Gaming. Yeah, I said Gaming this time, sorry. The more you practice, the better you'll work together. Rapport ain't easy to build. It just so happens I've created a fresh new game hot off the press. It's called Just Wushu Dance. Want to have a go? Not only can you work on your teamwork, you can learn all about Wushu Dance. Just Wushu Dance? You wouldn't happen to be talking about that big old doll next to you, right? Bingo! You said it was Wushu Dance. Authentic Wushu Dance is downright devilish to learn. Even if you've got a pro showing you the ropes, you won't be able to stick with it unless you love it and got the perseverance to match. And, you know, the core strength, because, like, since it's technically based on, like, lion dance and everything, which typically is 2 people, not just 1 like Jiaming does. Excuse me. Yeah, whoever is the back end of the lion needs to be able to lift the other person. And I want to assume that the actual head of the lion thing has a little bit of weight to it. I don't know. Anyway. So I changed the rules for one style of Wushu dance, switched out some props, and boom, this game was born. And it's also Lantern Rite now, yeah? Perfect for helping everyone enjoy themselves and work up an appetite to work off the extra calories. Just put on your dance shoes, well, the dancing outfit, and see who can grab the most tea bricks. You can dance and bump all over the shop. It's a hoot and a half. It sure sounds fun, but Paimon doesn't think she's strong enough to wear such a big outfit and play with other people. But Aether's really good at games like this. Paimon will watch and learn from the sidelines first. Bring it. I'm the dancing king. Huh? Pigeon Adeptus? Will you not personally participate? A pity. I told you she's useless. Oh, that's not a problem. Aether and Paimon will be traveling together for a long time to come. We'll have plenty of chances to level up our teamwork. Yeah, it's adorable that you honestly think, you know what, never mind. Also, who's to say Paimon won't learn a bunch about working with Aether just from watching? Haha, you two are so close, I'm starting to get a bit jelly. Then please, right this way. Let the dude of legendary deeds step right up and just Wushu dance. Pigeon Adeptus, you just sit back and enjoy the show. So much dialogue. Okay, so in joyful beasts and their auspices, you must complete stage objectives within the time limit and score the highest amount of points possible. Press use your skill, so basically you press E, use your skill and don the special Wusho Dance puppet costume to enter bumper Wusho mode and knock aside other players that you come into contact with. When two parties in the bumper Wusho mode come into contact with each other, both parties will have their bumper Wusho mode deactivated, so you get knocked back. Has a total of 3 stages for players to choose from. Different stage and gameplay mode rules can be viewed under gameplay details. There's 2 gameplay modes. You can invite multiple teammates and play together, or just match with other players. 4 participants are required. And yeah. Yes, I will have this dance. Okay. So, doing any of this... Okay, this is just telling you literally everything I just did. So, playing these will, give you, like, this stage score up here, which contributes to your festive spirit, so it's always a good idea to do this. I am going to do all 3, so. Let's match here. In the good things come rolling in stage, you need to collect as many lucky T-bricks as possible within a time limit to score points. Lucky T-bricks come in small and large forms, and the latter are worth more points. Lucky. Use your bumper Wusho to knock other participants away. You can also obtain any lucky T-bricks dropped by other participants. So yeah, if you bump them, they drop some shit. So it really is highly competitive. Actually, on my stream, someone told me that, somebody had spam requested to join their world just to, you know, throw insults. So, oh wait. Ah, I can't switch my character. Wasn't paying attention. Slither. That's okay. Look at all those people. That's okay. Should have switched to jamming. I'll switch to him later. Right off the bat. I'm not fond of doing all this competitive stuff usually, but suck it, bitch. Ow! It's principle doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. Okay. Oh, no me. Ow. Suck a dicky, guys. Okay. Knock back the most participants. Apparently I was ruthless. Alright. So there's my score. And it is a cumulative thing. So alright, so return from co-op to single player. Yeah, okay, fine. Shows that. Yeah, it puts you in co-op mode when you play this, so whatever. Alright. Okay, in the race to the top stage, the more valor you possess, the higher your score when the challenge ends. You can use the following methods to gain valor. Gaining and holding onto the fortune tea brick, staying in the platforms, and using your bumper wushu to kick away other participants. So, yeah. The fortune tea brick will appear on the stage at intervals, and the first player to pick it up will hold it for a time during which they will gain valor continuously. If the holder is sent flying by another participant using the bumper wushu, they will lose said fortune tea brick, and the one who sent him flying will gain a fixed reward. Part of the field will rise at intervals and turn into elevated platforms. Stay onto these platforms to continuously gain valor. At the same time, you will continuously lose valor if you remain in the hazardous areas that appear. So the red ones. Alright. Here's Jamming's laughing. Like a moron. Okay. See, some of these names is kind of adorable too.
Stop it now!
Ow, motherfucker! Wow, people are a lot more competitive this time around. Out of here! Aha, I win! I win! Ow. Ow! I don't win!
Hey, what gives?
Alright, you want to play that way? Knock your ass over too! Oops. Yeah, fuck you. That's what I thought.
Stop it now!
They both got fucked. Alright. That was fun. 1350, that's not bad. Alright. Alright, to pluck good fortune. Participants start with mildness. When the challenge starts, participants will be affected by super spicy spirit and continuously lose mildness. When the challenge ends, the more mildness you still have, the higher your score will be. Safe zones will also appear in the field at intervals. Enter them to avoid the effects of super spicy spirit. Prosperous tea bricks will appear on the field at intervals. Collect them to gain a certain amount of mildness. Super spicy wok hay will explode across the challenge area at intervals. You will receive a warning before the super spicy wok hay appears. If you're unable to get into a safe zone and avoid the super spicy wok hay shockwave before it hits, you will lose a lot of mildness. Successfully avoiding it will, on the other hand, restore a large amount of it. Okay. Yeah, man. Ah, this person has Wriothesley. Lucky. You lucky ducky. When I first started playing Genshin, his banner was already gone, so I wouldn't have had a chance.
Hey, what gives?
Sorry, Wriothesley.
Can't catch me.
Please don't come near me, Wriothesley. I like you, but we're gonna have problems, my dude. Got my ass whooped. Everybody was knocking each other out. Okay, so congrats to them. They did a great job. Apparently I'm out for blood. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, so see, my score accumulated to 3550. And because every bit of score gains you, you know, primo gems or primo gems. I don't actually know how it's pronounced. I say primo gems. It is worth doing this, so I am going to continue. I'm gonna have it recorded, so if I find any funny bits, I'll put it in, but otherwise I'll skip. So, I'll be back. Alright, so I am now officially at 6,000 for it. And done. And a couple of the rewards is things I can't even use right now, so. Alright. You get this ready. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, and that's the other problem. When you're put into co-op mode, it makes it so you can't access certain things. So with the Wushu Dance one, it was just something that included everybody. So we're going to hit navigate and we're going to go over there. Okay, so also this furnishing blueprint. It's for something we currently cannot use yet. Like, I'm gonna hit use just so I can access it for when I can do it, should I choose to. But as of right now, I genuinely cannot. I need to do the Leoa Archon quest for it. Oh, right. I forgot that this is included in the BP period. Okay, So I gained 2 more levels out of that. Wait, why does it want me to go all... That's a lie. We're going this way. It's right here. It wants me to take the scenic route to get to her. Genshin. Alright, let's talk to her. Round and fluffy, soft and bouncy, jump and jump. Oh, my guest, welcome, welcome, and allow me, Genshin, to be the first to wish you to a joyous Lantern Rite. Okay. Happy Lantern Rite, Miss Genshin. You seem to be reciting something just now. What were you talking to yourself about? Considering some delectable dessert? Not far off the mark. Nearly a hole in one. I was just thinking about the food Guoba and Yuegui are gonna make. Eh? Now those are names we know. You know Guoba and Yuegui as well? Okay, well, for the people who don't know, Guoba, which is Xiangling's companion, and Yuegui, which is Yao Yao's companion, who I don't have, so, you know, I've never met her either, technically, except for the kite-making thing. Anyway, how could I not? You're looking at one of Wanmin Restaurant's regulars, you know? Oh, God. As long as I'm not on the road, I eat at least 7 meals a week at Wanmin Restaurant. When prepared with my hometown style of cooking, first some lightly seasoned fare, then a spicy flavor bomb, it's just a smash hit. If I end up with too much heatiness, I just need... or just... Sorry. Reading is hard. If I end up with too much heatiness, just need to down some of the right meds and flush it right out, and then after a couple days of recuperating, it's back to gorging myself in Chowtown. Best take it easy. Paimon wants to learn to try living like that. Anyway, I get to see Guoba and Xiangling pretty much every week, and sometimes even little Yao Yao. When Yao Yao brings Yuegui along to see Xiangling, Guoba and Yuegui end up playing together. Ah, it's wonderful. No matter how exhausting work is, just watching them shake and sway is enough to sweep all your cares away. But I can't be the only one being cured by Guoba and Yuegui. I want everyone to bear witness to their cuteness for themselves. Well said. Now this is something important, but just how you plan to do it. Unless these things on the table are... Bingo! I just made a paper theater featuring Guoba and Yuegui as stars. Everything you see here at this stall is a prop for the paper theater. Paper theater? That name kind of sounds familiar, doesn't it? Is it about the canvas behind you and watching the shadows on it? You guys may have heard of paper plays, a traditional Liyue art form. By artfully using the pictures and lights, you can make the scenes on the screen come to life. I've loved paper plays since I was a kid and learned a bit about them from Master Yingong. After I grew up, I became a painter and studying and traveling all over. While I was in Fontaine, I learned a few new drawing techniques and a thing or two about filming. I've had quite a few sparks of inspiration, too. So, using paper plays as a basis, I tried creating a novel interactive game, and thus the paper theater you see before you was born. Paper theater and paper plays also have very different styles. Paper theater focuses on simple, short stories that'll bring a smile to the audience. So that's why this year's first paper theater will be all about an especially amiable story. Guoba and Yuegui looking for ingredients to cook up something delicious together. Guoba and Yuegui cooking together? That sounds really interesting. Fun and food in one place. Looks like you two are totally on board. Your excitement is inspiring. Then there's no time to lose. Please just relax, get ready to enjoy this paper theater performance. Some of it's a little bit annoying. Okay, so press the relevant buttons or use the movement keys to consume movement points and guide Guoba and Yuegui. Hold the button to move continuously. The challenge will be deemed a success once all characters have reached the ingredients position. Each move of the starting cart or boxes within the stage will be recorded. Use a recall function to restore the stage layout to its previously recorded state. It can be used 3 times consecutively. Alright. It says watch the paper theater, but you have to play the paper theater. So we're going to start here. All of it is active now, so it just told me about that. Okay, so yeah. So each move takes up a bit. And on my stream, there was 2 that I struggled to do, and I actually had to ask to get it done easier, which makes me sad. When Guoba and Yuegi leave the starting point cart, the areas they pass through will be marked. Marked areas will be deemed inaccessible. Returning along the marked path will restore moves consumed, as I showed. Touch the key to release the corresponding lock. If you cannot reach the key, try pushing the box or some other method. Yeah, okay. So you do that. You get your chicken. Alright. Press the portraits or use the number keys to switch the character you are controlling. In the stages where Yuegi and Guoba are both present, you must guide them both to the ingredient position for the challenge to be deemed a success. Alright. That might not have been a good idea. Recall, okay. Actually, I don't think I need Guoba anymore, so we'll use Yuegi. No. There you go. I don't think I can... No! I'm out of moves! Fuck. Okay. Guoba, no sleeping on the job. I might be done with Guoba at this point. There we go. And not enough moves. Awesome. That doesn't make me feel any better. Yeah, leave Guoba there for a moment. Actually, no, I'm not. That was stupid. Okay, well, shit. Nope, not enough. Okay, so this is kind of what I mean. I was having issues, so I'm gonna hit this. So. She simplified it so that I can not suck as much. Which I'm not happy that I had to use so early, but Let's see how many times I have to do that again. When Guoba and Yuego are at the starting point cart, the cart can be pushed by another character. You can reach some special locations this way. Alright. Nope. Ah, so close. Okay, now. Shit. Now I can't get him there? There we go. That should absolutely be enough. Okay. This one's the more tedious one of the bunch. T1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Actually, no, I do need to bring it down at least one more, so... Okay. I feel dumb. I mean, I slightly am, I guess, but, you know. On the upside, it gives you the points regardless, so I don't have to feel too bad. So that's the end of that one. As miserable as that was, but on the upside, again, you don't have to do well, you just have to complete it. Yep. Alright. Here it is in cloud striding. We're gonna go to here. Navigate. We gotta go all the way to Yilong Wharf. Now this one is probably the easiest one, so, you know. Okay, 8 treasure duck. It is a defensive food item you can make. I don't like it, so I don't use it. I don't really waste time with defense items. It's usually just offense and recovery. Actually, where am I at? Okay, so I just looked. I'm at Festive Fever 900. So now that I'm at 800, I can choose any of these characters. And yes, that includes inviting Jiaming to, you know, bring his constellation up in my case. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to select Yinjin. Because she's a polearm character, she's Geo, so I can pretty much immediately phase out Noelle, who is still a little bit on the slow side for me. And I guess from what my friend told me, her abilities can help buff my Geo Traveler, so yeah. And again, like most of these other characters either didn't work well for me, I already have, or I didn't like, so I'm gonna get Yunjin.
As the saying goes, you never truly know someone until you meet them in person. And at long last, I finally have the great honor of meeting you today. My name is Yunjin, and I am humbled to be the director of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. We have been performing at Hayu Tea House as of late, and we'd be honored to have you attend a performance sometime.
I didn't realize her dialogue was that lengthy. Alright, so yeah, now I have her. There's this. I mean, if you wanted to get Xingche, you can get a nice outfit for him, which looks Fontanian, not Leo. But anyway, I'll claim it.
The hero's valor ripples through his robes, his garments steeped in the spirit of the bamboo groves.
Okay. So, the outfit's useless to me until I get Xingche just randomly on my own, but he's a 4-star character, so, I mean, just doing any of the banners gets me a chance at it. And I will collect these. We'll be able to get these two in due time. Because, again, I still have to do my limber baby boy. Okay. Zhuanshu. Esteemed guests, I, the apprentice storyteller Zhuanshu, must humbly request you cease your steps for a moment. Perhaps you have heard a tale that goes something like this. In the beautiful night of Lantern Rite, flaming lights once danced across the sky like glowing brushes, like a majestic scroll. Paimon didn't quite catch that. Flaming lights? Painting in the sky? That's not something ordinary people can do. Even if you had some kind of airship, there's no kind of mysterious paint that can just hang in the air like that. It's figurative, Paimon! Sounds like a seriously exaggerated analogy. Could you be talking about fireworks? Anyway, that's not answering my question. The protagonists of this tale are none other than you two, the renowned Aether, whose fame has spread throughout the land, and his companion, Paimon. Again, I haven't done enough in this file for this to be actually true. Huh? Why is it suddenly about us? Perhaps you've already forgotten, but this time last year you accepted a commission from the adventurer Tiantian and participated in a special speedrun challenge. I did not. That speedrun challenge was illuminated by the glow of the fireworks. A sight most majestic, a splendorous scene of not oft seen. Okay. Now that you mention it, Paimon kind of remembers that we helped some promoter from the Adventurers Guild. It was nothing, really. She said she wanted to use the event to recruit new members. No idea if it actually worked, though. I guess something like that might have happened. At the time, I was drowning my sorrows in liquor near the Wangshu Inn, and as I looked up, I saw your silhouettes framed by the fireworks. In a moment, the sadness from flunking the exam, my confusion about the path that lay before me, it was all dispelled in a flash by your radiant figures blazing brightly with vitality. So I pulled myself together and continued my research into folk tales, and thus came to Chanyu Vale, drinking deep of my favorite subject. I must thank you for the encouragement you gave me, that they indirectly gave you, and honestly, that's pretty cool. Like, when you're at such a low point and everything, and then something that may be so minor to other people just inspires you to kind of just go. It's nice. It's nice. It is not just me. Many were moved by your splendid silhouettes, joining the Adventurers Guild and finding new direction in life. I might never imagined anything like that. We didn't even notice anyone watching at the time. We didn't think us joining in a little race could inspire other people. When you put it like that, it's kind of embarrassing. Congratulations on getting it together. To run into you today is truly my good fortune. There's one thing I would like to ask, in addition to expressing my sincerest gratitude. Please, pass your radiant glory onward and continue to inspire even more people. Though we aren't nearly as great as you say, you've got a good idea going. If we can cheer up more people, we're in. Though, now that you mention it, just what should we do? In accordance with usual practices, I used Tiantian's racing challenge as a reference that teamed up with other adventures inspired by you. We've planned a brand new activity, iridescent cloud striding. There are many wondrous things in Chanyu Vale, including that strange carp whose power allows you to travel most swiftly. All you need to do is vault over valleys and mount the mountaintops with your nimbleness, showing your vibrant dynamism to all and sundry, just as before. Easy peasy. Of course, beyond the more I have prepared as a token of my appreciation, we've prepared a variety of other rewards to express our gratitude. Such paltry gestures pale with the hopes you have gifted to so many and the excitement your past deeds inspire. But that is not all. In the future, we will find more chances to repay you. You're too kind. We'll keep on journeying and helping out those in need along the way, even without any rewards. But after hearing you, we're even more inspired to keep on adventuring. Let's give this iridescent cloud striding a try. Alright. So, there's 5 of them. Actually, I'm going to cancel the navigation. We're going to be, like, right there. So, here's where the first one is. Okay, what you? Actually, I do care, but it'll come later. Actually, before that, I need to deal with her. A very nimble one indeed. Here you go. Have all that. Oh, I can ascend you right off the bat. That makes me happy. Woohoo! Level you up. We're at 36 now. So yeah, she's part of the Chinese opera, essentially, and I remember seeing people react kind of funny with that. Probably because it's something that I don't have much to work with. Probably because it's something that they haven't seen before, just because the way that, you know, Chinese opera is sung is very distinctively different than the opera that most people are used to, so yeah. Let's actually look at your talents. I cannot. Never mind. Attributes, it gave me a free one of these. So I will, like, pretty much, like, I'll get to a point where I send every character that I have at least once just to get that one wish. But anyway, weapon. You are not having that weapon. You need... I don't have anything better. What's this? Okay. She doesn't really need anything for slimes. Increases normal attack damage by... I will enhance and refine, I guess. Here you go. Do that. And that, yeah, I got it, game. Oh, I can ascend this right off the bat, okay. So she'll be even more useful. There you go. Okay, so she had that, so what are her stats now? 331. And that's compared to... yeah, that 40s. Okay.
Boom booms and eyes, and boom booms and...
Okay, so...
Let's get this show on the road.
there we go. Works for me, okay. During iridescent cloud shredding challenges, you must reach your destination while collecting as many Jade Lotus lanterns on the way to obtain as high a score as possible. Ominous lanterns will be present during the challenge. You'll have points deducted if you pick them. The fireworks one, they explode, and then they'll just pick up all the ones around. There'll be cunning plants to pick them near the golden card plate. It can help you. Okay. So, yeah. Those... I guess for this challenge, these lanterns, you just have to avoid them. But there's going to be one where they can switch into something that you can collect. But... Alright, get up there. It wants me to go over there. I missed one. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Ah, wait! Go back! Alright. So I didn't get perfect, but I got good enough. So, select stage. Yeah, this one only gets you gems for the first point, so you don't really even need to get to 3,000, but it's so easy to do that you might as well. Like, that's like what I did there was literally the extent of the challenge. Like, this next one's gonna put in like a couple different lantern things, but like this is what I mean, the one that changes. So it'll change these hazardous ones to useful ones. So it's very dumb proof. Whee! I didn't get perfect that time. That's fine. Teleport right in front of the viewpoint. I'll take that. And it's right here. Oh, this will summon the little explodey one so that you can get a better score. You wanna maybe... Okay, there we go. I was pressing the wrong button. I was trying to press the R button for some reason. The R button does nothing. That wasn't perfect, but that's okay. Yeah, for this challenge, you're pressing the T button a lot. Alright.
Rain? Oh man, I hope I brought the laundry in.
You gives a shit about laundry right now. It wasn't. Okay, it gave it to me. I'm grateful. See, this is really hard to mess up. I'm gonna hit navigate for this one, just because I'm gonna have to work a little bit more to get to it. At least I'm assuming I do, because it's over that way. Ow!
Mini happy return.
Observe! And step. And leap.
Don't hit my Barbara. Heck, what's the matter with you?
And leap. And leap. Strike is one.
Terra smash.
And leap.
whatever the hell that meant. Aether. Just kill him already. Go. I saved that for no reason, honestly. I could have just ignored it. Alright. Let's go. Pick those up. There you go. Done. And that's the end of it. So I now have full festive fever. Collect all that. You and Paimon have been at a loose end lately, so you decided to visit Chaoying Village. Okay, so let's okay, enemy of Shiragi chapter 1 or chapter. Okay, I don't have that. I currently cannot access what they want me to access. That makes me a little bit unhappy right now. So wait until 2 days later. Is it going to be literal 2 days? Let's find out, I guess. It shouldn't be literal 2 days because today should have been the drop for that last bit.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! Didn't Zhongli say Hu Tao was also planning on spending some time in Chaoying Village? We didn't have anything else to do today, right? Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her.
Alright. So I guess this video is going to be a bit longer than I initially intended. So, my apologies. Alright, what did it give me? Okay. So, Chaoying Village. Teleport here. I don't have the quest active. Why am I? Alright. Navigate. I'm assuming it's going to be voice acted too, so that'll be lucky. Then you guys get to see Hu Tao sooner than I did in my original file.
The mountain air is so refreshing! It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and never get tired! Cream! Gummies! Fuel fruit! Huh? Did you hear that? Sunshine! Blue skies! Good
I heard it too.
So Paimon wasn't just hearing things.
Is that fucking Hu Tao?
That voice sounds really familiar. Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Okay, let's go see what's up. You and Paimon make your way up the mountain in search of the source of the shouting. As far as you can make out, it's almonds and this and cocoa paste that. Sounds delicious, that's for sure. The lively voice invigorates your steps, and you ascend the mountain in no time. I'd be scared. I want to go the other way.
What are they doing here?
No, what are they doing here? What the shit? These two people are from Fontaine.
Navia, Clarande!
Ah, well, if it isn't my dear partners. See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
Okay, so, you know, Navia, the president of the Spina di Rosula, we'll know more about her later, but she's from Fontaine. So is Clarande.
It's your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
And to you.
Happy Lantern Rite to you too!
Okay, the reason why Clarande didn't get a little prompt is because as of right now, she is not a playable character. But considering she has her own character design, you'd think that she'll get that eventually, but they're going to be introducing a new character. Well, not a new character, new for this file, but they're going to be introducing a character called Chiori. In a previous event, she was shown. Probably not the first time she was shown, I don't remember. But, yeah, she'll be playable and it'll be interesting. Anyway.
Wait, if you're here for Lantern Rite, then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain? And that voice we heard, that was you, right, Navia?
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
You were fucking shouting!
That or your voice is just really loud.
Well, of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
Sure is! Having a loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication. Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain. There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Perhaps, but the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
I see. So it's not that you were shouting that matters, but the act of shouting itself.
Exactly. You get me, partner.
I really don't.
I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now. So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
Speak for yourself.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really. If I ever get stressed, I just go hunting.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to relieve stress.
Not for whatever you're hunting.
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try? Shout anything you want. It's a real stress reliever.
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
And I prefer to keep things bottled up.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose.
Yes.
No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
Who?
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here? In Qiaoying Village?
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard. Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out. And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Aw.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
So, you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
Was she alone?
I think so. We ran into Nervalet on the way here as well, but he was already on his way back, so they probably weren't together.
What? Nervalet was here too?
So many people from Fontaine, and why did Neuvillette leave? He makes the least amount of sense for leaving Fontaine. I can't explain why yet. I haven't done that quest.
What was he doing here? It couldn't have been for vacation.
I think it just might have been, actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back. He's a very busy man.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article. You know, just like you were.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
Terrible attempt at lying.
You Fontainians and your tea drinking.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something.
You made a bet?
It was just a spur-of-the-moment sort of bet. Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing, but he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Nervalet even mentioned it earlier.
Sunglo tea?
Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please, do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
Oh, that's right. Who tell? A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Qiaoying Village, so we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you.
No harm done, partner.
That's good.
I'm gonna have to wait quite a while before her banner reruns, because her banner recently finished too. Huh.
We should probably head out and look for Hu Tao.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Qiaoying Village later.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Sounds good. We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later.
I'd much rather talk to them than Hu Tao, but, you know, what do I know? There's a chest up here.
Good things come to those who wait.
I lost health for that. God damn it.
Let's dance.
I'm gonna heal my baby boy first. There's a different healer that I wish I had, but the game has not given it to me, so I'll have to wait. And I guess I'll heal Yunjin. Or not. Never mind. No healing for Yunjin. Oh, there's Farina and Hu Tao.
Qiaoying Village is known for its what else they have with tea? That's right, dim sum! Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Afternoon tea might be more appropriate at this point.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks. Now, let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here. Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Farina standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao?
Judging based on the hat, I'd say so.
Wonder what they're talking about.
Let's go snooping.
Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina about Qiaoying Village.
Why is Zhongli here?
Oh, or maybe Hu Tao is trying to rope Farina into being one of her clients.
Want to make a bet?
Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Meropide.
Stop sequence breaking, Paimon. People don't know about it yet.
But Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Let's say loser buys the winner 3 huge bowls of seafood kanji.
You don't have money.
Since Zhongli is there, Paimon bets things are pretty tame. It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
Then I vote for Hustler Hu Tao.
All right, no time to waste. Let's go see who's right. Good afternoon, Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Farina.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
Alright. So, yeah, she's, you know, the director of, the Wangshang Funeral Parlor, so that's why she interacts with, Zhongli.
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
Huh? Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
So many chums all in one place. And yeah.
I'm pretty sure you didn't learn that one from me.
That spoiled the aspect of the fucking Fontaine quest. That pisses me off. Why would they do that?
I must admit, I'm a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler.
Why?
But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over to that, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected.
What makes no sense is you being here.
Since we have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite!
It appears you have been to Fontaine then.
Yes.
Given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go, it's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
Well, I mean, technically, on this file, no, but on my main account, yeah, I've already used this sequence break. I hate it.
That's quite high praise.
That's what Zhongli does.
What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli.
That's how he do.
Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration. There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell as much from our conversation earlier. Given his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine. Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
No. Yeah. You're no common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way.
Huh? Does that mean Hu Tao also knows?
You may not have heard, friends, but Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
Yep. That's...
Yep.
Did you hear that, Paimon? She's Hu Tao's esteemed client.
Okay, you win.
Of course I win. But how are you gonna buy anything? You don't have money.
Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
Ew.
What's this about winning something? Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us?
It was Paimon's idea.
We just saw you guys standing on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about.
Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina.
Well, you know me.
That I do, my friend. What was Paimon's guess then?
Paimon thought Zhongli was showing the newbie around.
I mean, that's probably technically correct too.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
Yes.
If that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
You see? Paimon was right too. Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser.
Fine, keep your secret stash then.
Hey, don't be upset, traveler.
Excuse me, you were the one that... Yeah, never mind.
This, you buy Paimonable and Paimon will also buy youable. As for the third bowl...
Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck.
I'll buy you a bowl anytime you want.
I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask about the most important question. Did, something happen recently, Farina?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and all.
Oh, well, yes.
Really? Oh no. Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's deepest...
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Huh? But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all... Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral? Miss Hu Tao is simply helping prepare some props for my film. Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now. Anyway, that's not the point.
Sure it isn't.
Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air.
You might even call it a breath of fresh terror.
Hey, that's pretty good. I'll have to remember that for my ad posters.
Please don't. That was a stupid pun.
Oh, Paimon sees. That makes a lot of sense. So, did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran into Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Oh? Who was it?
It's someone you know. Wanna take a guess?
Let me think. It was Nouvelette, wasn't it?
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
Very impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
You tell everyone about your encounter with Navia and Clarend at the top of the mountain. One look at the pitiful expression on Farina's face is enough to convince you to leave out the part the shouting. Okay.
Huh. I never thought Neuvillette would be the type to get lost.
But I believe that he's that kind of type. I can't tell you why, but I believe it.
I'm sure he didn't get lost. Even I was able to find my way to this place without any trouble. He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine.
Yup, that's exactly what he asked. This area is full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest route.
For him, though, swimming would probably have been the fastest route of them all.
So, were you the one that pointed him in the right direction, Hu Tao?
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know? So naturally, I also have a great sense of direction.
Uh-huh.
But, speaking of your friend...
What about him?
He doesn't get out much, does he?
No, he doesn't.
No wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me.
All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty sure he is the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
Very much so.
I'm sure he does. You didn't see him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting. It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
Is that so?
Wait, you didn't see him, Zhongli?
Unfortunately, no. At the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Farina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for them.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it off.
Oh, probably.
Is that so?
Judging by how Zhongli is acting and taking into consideration Neuvillette's true identity, could Zhongli have been avoiding him on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. It is what it is.
To borrow Miss Farina's turn of phrase, perhaps it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, with the Traveler around, I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
That's right. He's got more friends than he knows what to do with.
I'm good with people.
Well, that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Neuvillette into loosening up a bit. Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't keep himself cooped up all the time. Even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right?
There's a treasure chest under the bridge.
If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself since he handles that sort of thing now, but you know what I mean.
That does make sense.
Seems like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
He's the fair and impartial Eudex of Fontaine, head of the highest court in the land, otherwise known as the demon who controls all the paperwork in Fontaine.
I've never heard of a demon that boring before. In my experience, a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes knowing when and what to prioritize. It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
If I remember correctly, he's already several thousands of years old.
It doesn't mean he's grown up.
You're quite right, Miss Hu Tao.
Oh? Traveler, Miss Farina. Those two individuals over there appear to recognize you.
Yes.
Oh, it's Navia and Clorand. Hey, over here!
Don't you dare fucking run away, Farina.
We saw you all chatting over here, and we're wondering if we could join in.
Please, excuse the interruption.
Oh, so polite. No apologies necessary. Any friend of the Traveler and Miss Farina is a friend of mine.
Ah, straight to the point. I like it.
Everyone circles around you and begins to introduce themselves. Hu Tao's eyes light up as she hears about Cloran's profession. But a quick explanation from Farina and Navia seems to dispel some of her more misguided ideas. Haha.
It's getting late. If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Indeed. Then, Miss Farina.
Oh, yes?
When are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort you?
Oh, I don't think that will be necessary. I mean, you're not my subordinate anymore. You don't need to look after me.
I didn't mean it that way. It's normal for friends to travel home together if they run into each other on the road.
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area. I imagine they'll be even harder to navigate after dark.
Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories. 8 paths converge in a wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But if you take a closer look, there may be something you mistook. A candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where mystery screams.
Fucking Hu Tao.
Dear Demoiselle, ladies, no, I mean friends, please take me with you.
Of course.
Good job, Hu Tao. What the fuck was that about, Farina?
Gotta say, Farina, you are really quite the character. By the way, did I hear you mention that Cloran used to work under you? Then you must have also been a leader at some point.
Well, that's, all in the past now. Besides, being a leader is hard. It wasn't the right job for me. I prefer how things are now. I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
I see. Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Qiaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
Well, have you all had a good time?
Only the best. And I've learned a lot, too. Thank you so much, Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli.
It's fine. You thanked us more than enough already. The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Dim sum. Is that some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts?
They are a part of it. It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage.
Oh, so it's basically a tea party. Sounds great.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower crisp. They're so sweet and delicious, Paimon knows you'll love them.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
You're not bringing home any souvenirs?
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me. Kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps. Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast. Cloran is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
So, all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sijuin.
Cloran isn't much of a shopaholic.
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
Hey, I'm hardly reckless with my Mora. I'll have you know, all the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
What about for you, Farina?
Me? Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course. I just had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steambird. Other than that, just some bits and bobs, you know. A little bit of this, little bit of that. They should all be things I can use, I think.
So you fell for a few marketing traps then.
Now Paimon's even more confused. If you bought that much stuff, where did it all go? Into one of Linny's magic packets? Oh, actually...
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh, so that's what happened. Wait, what? Why did he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon. Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for us. I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
How did he do it himself?
He even offered to deliver my gifts to the Fortress of Meripede for me once he's done with the day's work. Neuvillette is a man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he means it.
See, even Clorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman. Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought. If only the funeral parlor had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him. Right, Zhongli?
Indeed.
Clorand said Neuvillette offered to deliver her gifts to Risley. So if we go to the entrance of the Fortress of Meripede, maybe we'll run into Neuvillette. But we don't know exactly when he'll show up.
But I can't do it. Okay, let's go over here. This is sequence breaking. I'm not supposed to be in Fontaine yet. And here's Fontaine. Well, at least part of it. Blah, 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 blah. I really do love like the Lantern Rite as it's presented right now, but there's Neuvillette. But I am a little bit bothered by the fact that it's like sequence broken, as if you know, you've already done everything in the game.
Look, it's Neuvillette. We lucked out.
Oh, it's you. It has been some time since our last meeting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so...
Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this area's peace and quiet.
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Neuvillette?
Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal on any given day. Second, I was unaware you possessed knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village.
He gave Neuvillette a quick summary of everything that happened today.
Thank you for informing me.
So, did you deliver the gifts?
Yes, they have been safely delivered.
I have to hand it to Clorand. Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
Yep. There's a couple people on my stream that, you know, simp hard for him. And honestly, I can't blame them for it. He is very attractive. He's up there as one of my favorite characters as well, because I've done his story quest on my Twitch streams, and yeah, you will see the story quest here once I have the access to do so. I just don't yet. But anyway, yeah.
I was just passing through. It was merely an act of convenience.
All right. Then I hereby confirm receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Meripede.
A verbal receipt of confirmation? Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
Guess not. This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribes.
About that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
Oh? Why? What happened?
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
Oh, Nicolette, you fell for it?
Ah, that explains it then. Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast as I can.
You have my thanks. Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
This is a stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
While that is an apt description, it is in actuality a legal codex.
A legal codex, huh?
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs such as this. The law was no different.
Okay.
Radley's probably just like, why do I care?
Since ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality of judiciousness. As a tribute to that sentiment, this slate was designed after a traditional legal codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text. During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts, so I decided to have a go. We joked with Clarence some time ago about gifting you a legal codex. So, here you go.
Ah, so that's what this is about.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
It is a very good attempt. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Even your sense of humor centers around the law. That's an impressive level of commitment. Well, a gift of this significance deserves to be put on display, and I know just the place. Front and center in the Fortress's showroom.
Surely there's no need for such a grand gesture.
You shouldn't have given it to them. You should have given it to him then.
Just
like,
kidding. I don't have anything like a showroom. But we do have a storage room. We can put it next to all the mechanical parts Sijuin has collected.
That sounds good to me.
So that's what you were doing in Chaoying Village.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water. The aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion. If you want to experience the true flavor, you simply have to go to the source. Perhaps I should organize some time off to do the same elsewhere.
as they say in Liyue, a balance between work and play is sure to keep your troubles at bay.
Then we are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
You need to do more than just your job, dude. You need to go out more. And this is coming from someone who has barely gone outside since quitting my job.
If you say so, but you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one. After all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration. However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home. Seeing as I was free of responsibilities for the morning, I decided to depart at once.
And how was it?
Refreshing. My spontaneous outing seemed to inspire quite a few other spontaneous decisions as well. Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape. In the past, I never thought about how quotidian vessels were crafted, but now I have participated in their very making. This is also something I made today.
Aw, it's adorable! I like it. Oh, Oh wow, what a big ladle?
That's a ladle? Paimon thought it was supposed to be some long-necked sea creature.
What long-necked sea creature looks like it has a spoon at the end?
That was indeed one of my inspirations.
It's amazing! The color also really matches your style.
You like it?
That reaction is precious!
To tell you the truth, given your unexpected arrival, I find myself quite unequipped to give you the welcome you deserve. Around such an important holiday such as this, human custom would dictate that gifts should be in order. But I'm afraid this is all I can offer. If you'll have it, that is.
Can I really keep this? You made it by hand and everything.
That's precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted.
Thank you!
You are most welcome. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, that reminds me. Pass along the vacation thing.
Approve a leave of absence request for myself. That sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence, something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol. But I suppose I understand her point. My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does in part originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world. But now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to discover.
I could have told you that. Oh, Nicolette. We got a ladle. Oh. That was precious. In this area, there is a thing called Hydroculus. It's down there. I'm gonna leave it alone, though. I'm not collecting anything relating Fontaine, I mean, aside from this ladle that we suddenly got, until I can, do the related quest stuff here. I wasn't supposed to be here. Wait, friends. Oh, somebody wanted to be my friend. I'll think about that. I wasn't actually expecting to make friends on this account. If you recall, that was somebody that I played with for the, Wushu dance thing. Anyway, so... Here's my little ladle. It's adorable. And we have this stupid Paimon kite. This is the only one that matters right now to me. This is amazing. And the fact that he only did that in the span of like half a day. Took a half-day vacation and managed to get swindled. My poor boy. My poor boy. Let's cancel navigation here. Go. No, stop it. Okay. I'm gonna teleport to here. Since I did all that stuff in one go, I probably have a lot of Prima Gems built up. 1,000. Okay. Well, do that. So now we're at 8 and 4 of those. Although I will be able to bring that number up in just a moment. Well, potentially just a moment. can't do that. Okay. I can't do that one. Okay, never mind. I guess I can't. I have to collect specific items first, which I cannot do. Same with her. I can't do hers yet either. That's fine. Okay, I've already ascended her once, and technically her.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Who knows? Alright. Okay, so no more talking, jamming. So I'm gonna call it for this video. Apologies for it being another long one. Just Lantern Rite stuff, and I kind of forgot that the last bit of the Lantern Rite related stuff was today. But anyway, if you enjoy my content, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And if you'd like to support me further, consider either commissioning me to do some digital art for you or support me on Patreon. Until then, I'll see you later. Toodles!